Welcome back everyone, we are back with something different. We are back with Captain of Industry, a game that has just been released as a beta. You do have to be an early supporter to go into the beta access. It will be available on Steam in early 2022. There was also an alpha. I was not part of the alpha, but I definitely jumped in when I did notice it online and have jumped in to pledge to support it in its beta stage. It's going to be great to see where the developers take this game. It is pretty much a game that is a construction and management simulation that is very much in the realm of Satisfactory, Factorio, and Timberborn of recent times, but so many different other games that, or so many similar games out there like it so. But this one is a little different. You do have a bit of a population or worker population you got to deal with. You do have some exploring in terms of building a ship and sending that out to explore for resources and extras, and who knows where that will go with development. And you can actually change or dig with the engine they're using. I think they're using Unity engine to actually change and deform the surroundings to mine for your resources, which is going to be really interesting, as I said, where it all goes. So let's get started and jump into it. Go into a new game now. I have a little bit of a dabble just to see what it's all about, but I haven't, probably 30 minutes worth before I've jumped into this one. But we're going to play through a full series or playthrough and see where it leads us. Definitely definitely put your comments and tips down the bottom, because I am very new to this game. As I said, it's just recently come out into beta access for recent supporters, or if you are alpha, you have been able to play the alpha for some time. I'm not going to change too much of the settings. I just want to get in and have some fun and learn and explore with all of you. Hope you all enjoy it. If you enjoyed and want more of it, please smash that like and subscribe button. I will bring and continue to bring games in the simulation and building realm, as well as continue my flight sim videos, and who knows where else I will go. Okay, welcome Captain. Captain, we have just docked. Our ship and local shipyard will both need major repairs. The abandoned communication station near the dock could be deconstructed and used to smelt iron in a blast furnace so we can build more vehicles and construction parts. It is essential to build a research lab as soon as possible so we can figure out more blueprints for important things such as farms or a beacon. A friendly village you can trade with is nearby. Trading can be a lifesaver if you run into shortages of critical products, so you should research and build a trading dock as soon as you can. Okay, we're just going to pause, have a quick explore of the map. So this is a map that came out with the beta. I think there's 3 maps that's come out with the beta you can utilize, but we're jumping onto the first beta map that was in the list. Not huge, but I'm sure we have resources here, and I would say that is copper. Yes. I'm guessing sand is in this area, and I'm guessing we've got iron ore, but we can flick over here and check the layers out. So see what we've got. Oil, limestone, and water, groundwater, copper. We've got coal, so we've got pretty much everything we need. Iron ore. Let's get stuck into it. Where will we start? Okay, so first thing, we've got vehicles that we can use to grab resources, and I am going to get them to start harvesting some trees, because I do know we can get farms happening sooner or later, so we're going to utilize this area for farms. Let's delegate a couple of vehicles to cutting down the trees. Communication station, so we can start off with our metal scrap and concrete slabs from there. And our yard here, our shipyard, we've already got some. So we've got to repair this, and then we can send the ship out to do some exploring. which once we have our trading dock up, I will show you that. Our village, at the moment we have a capacity up to 120. Yep, and we've got 90 population at the moment. We need to supply them with food. So at the moment we've got 37 months of food supply. So we need to get that happening. So we need to start building. The first thing I want to build is a research lab because we need to get research happening. There we go. Let's just build that over here. Now unpause. Truck should get on with the show. And while the trucks start building that research lab, let's get our first chain happening. Production chain. We are going to make coal. And then we're going to make iron. And molten iron. Then we'll make our iron here. Okay, now we need a smokestack. Let's throw smokestack. We've got that happening already. So we're going to start bringing that timber or that wood that we, trees that we cut down. We've got the research lab ready. And a bit of a tutorial, which I've started off already. Pretty much this is where I got to in my short playthrough to understand the mechanics, so very early stages. So I've obviously built the smelter to get the metal scrap. We are going to blast furnace it, and then we're going to make steel slabs or iron slabs. So let's get some research happening. Got the iron. We need to get farming, as I said, so let's pump this farming out so we can get some food for our people. And we want to start doing some mining quite quickly, and I'm going to go to power. So that's pretty cool. And I want to get concrete production before storage, but that does have our trading dock, but we need our ship repaired before we send out. But we will be able to get some urgent trades just by spending our Unity points. Let's go into concrete after that. Okay. So we need to pipe that. Sorry, molten chain that into here. We are going to pop that there. Now I think we can raise and lower this. There we go. We're going to put that oh, no, sorry, I've done that wrong. I need to build the chimney first. So let's go build the chimney. Build that here. Let's build you to the so that's the waste management, and we're going to build you over, which it does by itself. Now, in case, let's keep that high. In case we've got to split that channel later. All right. Oops, it doesn't like this. You produce coal. You need coal. So why aren't you allowing us? Oh, it's coal, right? Coal needs a conveyor belt. That's why. Okay. We need a different belt, which we don't have. So the trucks will just have to bring it across. All right. We have some basic farming. And now we should be able to. Well, not yet. So we're going to have to research you. We need to build our first farm. We don't have any storage this early on, but we could set up some storage for the timber that's been cut down. So let's get our first farm happening. Now we're not going to put it over here because we've got some resources we can utilize later. So let's put it over here and set up our farming. So every time we're going to lose 10% fertility, but we can bring that back up, oops, with green manure. Okay, so that's that. Let that build away. Logistics, so we have now built, what else have we got? All right, we can now build that. Now, I'm not sure if that pipe's going to get in the way. We'll find out sooner or later. Research lab, we've already started that. We know what to do there. It's pretty straightforward. And iron smelting done. Research lab done. Okay. Logistics. As you know, with most of these type of games, you will have lots of different belts we'll be able to use, which we will research as we get to it. Storage, which we really definitely want to get happening early on, but if we look at our tech tree, we'll bring our tech tree back up. We have diesel, which is quite important. We might add that to the queue because we definitely need that. Early on, here we go, storage. So storage is what we want as well. So we've got those researching. We'll go to basic diesel first. Concrete production. And then copper production. So we'll go for these three. Beacon, we'll need some more workers. So let's bring the beacon online as well. We still have a lot of concrete slabs out of the abandoned communications station that we can grab. Construction's complete, so we can now our early production chain, which is vehicle depot. That's what we're doing now. That's what we just researched. So manual assembly line. Okay. That's going to allow us to get construction parts, which helps us build the early tier buildings. Let's speed it up a little bit. So as we mine out here, we'll be able to dig this out to give us much more building area. Assembly is ready, which we've just started to build. All right, and maintenance buildings, I think. Can we do maintenance buildings? Not yet. Don't worry, okay, we're researching that after we do vehicles and mining. Okay. And we have started production of our construction parts. Awesome. I do like how they've got the vehicles, bringing those parts and raw resources all over. Farm's done. And it's raining, which is filling up, which is perfect. And that's going to produce 35 food in about 3.8 months, depending on our rain, which we don't have enough water now, so I'm guessing that will freeze. Yep, so it's delayed. And if it doesn't rain for another 8 months, it will destroy it. Now we've got to set up some dumping area for our slag and excess soil and things like that we're going to have to dump later on, which we can't do till we research our mining, which is close to being done, I think. Yep. Unity allows us to boost production, basically cheating, I say. But we'll try to minimize Unity unless we're really desperate to, if we run out of a resource that we can't make any other way, we may need to use it, but let's try to use it. About to complete vehicles and mining. We are done. So first thing first, before we go set up our mining, let's go slow this down. Let's get our vehicle set up. Let's just set it up over here. Actually, you know what? Oil. That's just fine. As our construction area expands, we'll have to remove and reconstruct everything. So this will allow us to get our small excavators happening. Now mining areas, I'll show you. You pretty much just place the arrow where you want to mine from. Once that's mined, it gives you an area which you can edit and change into different areas in that area. So we're going to focus on that area. We then need to tell it where to mine. Now we just want it nice and flat and go, so we can keep this sand area at the moment. So we're just going to keep it on flat, and we are going to go straight out there and straight out here for now. I may as well just do the whole lot. Alrighty, and our vehicle construction area is done. So we're going to start off by constructing a couple of excavators and a couple more vehicles. And once that excavator, we will allocate the excavator to the mine, and they will get started in mining. Which means we can get the coal as well happening, so we don't need to cut down as many trees, so we can get coal happening. And again, we'll keep that area and we will mine or dig in this area. Now you can actually dig down as well, so not just on what's on top, so that's going to be really interesting. I have not done any of that lower level digging yet, so that's going to be interesting how that works. Now we can set up our dumping area, which we'll set up over here. Technically, it would be better to send it a little closer to save on fuel. Maybe we do that. I don't know if we can just dump over here. Let's try it. Okay, let's set up our dumping area. Too deep near the ocean. Okay, so maybe not. No, cancel that. Let's dump over the edge here. So we are going to go lower. Oops. And flat. Just dump into there. Oops. So that's our dumping area sorted. This is a tutorial for the dumping area, which again, I've pretty much explained. Set up the dumping area, set up the mining areas, and you can see here, you can go downwards and dig down as needed. And you can set up your different locations and obviously your available resources, depending on how high that is. So obviously there's a lot of iron there, a lot of sand or limestone over here, which we're going to need for our cement and concrete making later on. And we'll have to get copper as well in a moment. So we'll set up, okay, we should have a couple of, they've been built at the moment, our small excavators. Now, what did we just research? So our power management's happening. Now, that's why I want to get straight to diesel, because our vehicles need the diesel and we only have 378 left. And as I said, I don't want to use Unity to purchase the product, I want to make it. So let's smash it out. Let's speed it up a little bit. And we are waiting for some more scrap metal parts. Oh, we haven't even, that's my fault. We haven't even started recycling yet. Everybody was probably saying, start the recycling, start the recycling. My apologies, but we have now started the recycling. So you can see that the vehicles are bringing over the metal parts. We've got plenty of coal. It's overflowing. We've got 40. Now, because we haven't got the conveyors to take this across yet, the trucks will pick it up and bring it over. That's why I kept it nice and close. And now we can build our molten tube. That's it. So that will take it over here where we'll produce iron. Lucky we didn't run out of construction parts, because that could have been a dire. Sorry about that. I missed that early on. Now we've started anyway, and we've got plenty. We've got 808 metal scrap and concrete slab 360, so we've got quite a bit to get us going. Now you'll see everybody quite busy. And our farm is going, we've already had one lot, so we're still at 36 months food. And our truck, that's why our excavator was so slow, because we hadn't had any iron. So let's speed. That's basically just doubling. So we now have our trading dock and we're getting into the diesel. We've got power management now. So that's our maintenance. So truck cannot find any trees to harvest. We have harvest trees. We need more trees. So let's get them away from this mine, this coal mining area. Okay, now the excavator's going. So let's get another that we produce in. How many do we need? 12 to 12. Okay, let's speed this up a bit and get another. So the splitters automatically are built. He's trapped. Okay, we're gonna just let that go through this time. And then we're gonna destroy this and let this truck get out. Now we've got our basic diesel. Let's go get all that ready to go. Now that we've got all of that. Do we have our first truck? We do. We've got our first excavator up. So let's get the mining happening. We're going to add that. We're going to add a vehicle to bring it over. And we've got the next one coming for our coal. So we don't have to cut down as many trees. And we are going to start our oil and diesel production. So there's our oil. Now we're going to need power, so we'll get power close by. And we'll supply him with diesel later, so we'll do that. And let's get the production chain happening. And we should have a storage. And we will also need the distiller. And one more storage. Store our ready to go diesel. And then we'll link it all. So piping here. Then to there. Diesel will go into here. We will then pump one of the diesels. Going to go up high. Good. And we'll get our recycling smokestack over here. Also got to have a liquid dump. So dump you. Pipe. Oops. Prioritize you. All right, we've got our other excavator. Let's get that sorted. We'll add you, add a truck for now. And we've got 19 months worth of food supply. And basic and beacon is completed. Now, what do we need to build the beacon? Where would that be? Construction material and 10. All right, we've got that. So let's get that happening. So they are just waiting for construction materials. Construction parts. We obviously can automate all this once let's jump back into our research tab. We need to do some more research actually. Let's get that happening with concrete. We're gonna get there as soon as we can. So we need copper, construction parts, and then we're gonna try to get the conveyor belts. Also storage and the ramps to go over our pipe lines. Okay, we're going to wrap it up very shortly, everybody. Why we finish, and I'll be back when all of our diesel production is ready to go. Truck cannot find trees to harvest. We need more trees, but we still need wood for our construction of our construction parts, but we are using way too much for this. So we now have. So let's swap this over to iron ore production, and we no longer need our coal maker. So we won't be using as much wood and won't be polluting as much. So let's get rid of that. Oops. Still need to get some trees and timber, so we will get more tree production. Let's get rid of you, and let's take all of you out. So hopefully we won't run out of diesel. Now we've got plenty of diesel. We can probably take a while. We've still got to get a few more construction parts. But we can start getting ready for copper production. So let's get that ready to go. But we will need another excavator, and we'll get another truck in there. And we do need our maintenance depot quite urgently, to be honest, because we will need you. So we're going to actually prioritize the maintenance depot. got our power production. This can do it. This generator can do 150 kilowatts. And we've now got concrete production, which will be crusher. And concrete mixer. So on our next episode, we're going to build up our concrete mixer production chain, and that'll lead to cement. We will then set up our trading dock. Our diesel production will be finished and ready to go. So we'll be ready for the next phase. We're already mining our iron ore. So our iron ore has been pumped in. So we can actually set up storage later for that, so they can just dump the iron ore in there. We have now assembly products, so we're getting lots of construction parts being built. Our maintenance depot is nearly built. So if we've got an excess, so we've got 35 iron, so we technically could make up another assembly. Up front, get another assembly building happening. And because we've got the beacon happening, our first population increase is coming through. Now those, when you get a population increase, they receive, or you get some extra loot. So we've got more diesel, more rubber, more iron, and more copper. So no rush to get that copper happening, because we now have 284 copper, plenty of cement. So let's just stabilize with our minimum. We need diesel, we need a good amount of food. And our coal and our copper is ready to go. Okay, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up here, and we will continue in the next episode. If you're enjoying the series and want to see more, smash that like and subscribe button. I will be back to see where this leads us, but I'm really enjoying this one. There's a lot to it. As you can see, when we jump into the research tab, there is a lot. There is a lot of research, so there is quite a bit to this game. So I'm really looking forward to see where it leads and to see what gets added by the developers over time. So thanks again, everybody, and like always, I will see you on the other side.